Well, this is my workshop so far. I've been working on the workbenches here. The tops aren't on properly yet. That's the new number 6 record vice. I'm very pleased with that. And the wood burning stove. This is the bench I've been working on. I've got it all leveled up, so it's level left to right and front to back. I've been putting in these coach bolts that go to Unistrut right angle brackets that will bolt the top down. In addition to that, because this is effectively chipboard, there will also be these are timbers are from the roof. When they put the roof in, those the angle ones that come right down from the apex, they chopped them off, and this is what we got left with. So what I've done is I've cut them out so they will bolt to the undersurface of this melamine and beef up the strength so that the thing doesn't sag in the middle. Being chipboard, I mean, it's thick and it's strong, but it's you know what chipboard's like. Eventually it will bow if you put enough weight on it. So there'll be a few of those. You see I've cut quite a few to length there, and they will go along across underneath. So that's that. So under here, this is this table is a marble top. My father bought it many years ago. It's actually the side off an old bath, a marble side off a bath. So my father had a friend who you know, worked with stones and stuff, and so he gave that to him, and he made a marble table out of it, which was in the lounge in my parents' house for a long time. The problem is, you wouldn't believe how heavy that is. It's so heavy I can barely pick it up. I couldn't pick that up to carry it the length of this workshop. And that is a low table. It's almost a trip hazard. And because it's immovable, it made it far less useful. So what I've done is effectively put it on some dolly wheels. So now, even though it's heavy, you just roll it around where you want it. The TV won't go there in the end, but I'll just plonk it on the moment. But basically, it's a table for my settee. So the settee was new to me, but this has got some party tricks. Look at that. It all kind of leans back. All 3 chairs do that, and that top, this thing, pulls up as well. So I'm pleased with that. So this is a bit. It's not just workshop. It's a bit man cave, really. So then on to the Sealy stuff. What have I been doing to that? Well, I've been throwing some hooks up on the pegboard and throwing some tools up on there. So that's all built up now. So there's going to be a few additions. So I had to pay a fortune for these. These are PowerPoints, but not your regular ones. These are for camping or something. But I needed small ones. So they'll go in like that. And then when the surround's on it, it will look, you know, it will look smart. When the surround's on it, it will look like it's supposed to be there. But these are expensive, you know. A regular single PowerPoint is like £2.50. These are £12 a piece, and I've got 2 of them. The one goes over here as well. So one will go in there. So the other thing I've done is I've bought this LED lighting strip. I bought 4 meters of it. You can cut off half a meter at a time if you want, and I had half a meter too much. Here's a little experiment to see if Evo-Stik glue would hold the stiff, and it does, so that's good. So what I've done is I've put that strip down the length of the cupboard, so that will shine down on this work surface. So when that's all wired up, and it's not quite done yet, what I will do is I will push those cupboards back to the wall, because at the moment you can see they're all sticking out from the wall. But when that's all wired and finished, I will push the whole lot back to the wall, so we'll release some more space. Now in the middle here, I've got my sort of office desk. But on top of it, we've got another melamine sheet, and so it can be an office table, but also, I mean, I put cardboard on top of it. It can be a fairly solid work table, and the melamine sheet is outside of the table, so it's a nice big table right in the centre of the room. So there you go. It looks good. And of course, the other thing is my stairs. So I've done the outside in Danish oil, and then I've undercoated and painted these. I painted these with the same floor paint that I've done the flooring. And then we've got the handrail. See the handrail, and that's all fitted in with Unistrut and coach bolts, and you know, it's all in there, pretty solid. I ain't guess it going anywhere. So I'll show you upstairs. These stairs are quite steep, so they've done this funny thing. They've got a cutout on the side you're not in, because they're steep. It stops your feet catching it as you come up to the next step. Works very well, but if I hadn't have done that, the steps rate would have gone too far near the doors. So this is upstairs. So I've got it's effectively these transparent panels, so it's nice and light and airy up here. So like I say, with the stair rail there, I brought it up. It's quite solid, and then you've got a guard all the way round. And then up here at the moment, I've got that's all my 3D filament. These are the boxes for my electric unicycles. It pays to keep the boxes, because if you ever want to return them, they're hard to ship if you haven't got the boxes. And up here is just cardboard boxes, because I've been using the cardboard. And these are just mains cables. Mains cables, not quite sure what we'll do about that, but yeah, so that's upstairs. So that's a tour of my workshop. It's absolutely pouring with rain. I love these glazed panels. They got a kind of I don't know, some fiberglass mesh or something in them, because they're not just polycarbonate, they're actually reinforced, so if you get a crack it doesn't run. But yeah, let a lot of light in. 4 of those. So yeah, it's nice and airy up here. Oh, this is, how about that? I bought myself a spanner. How about that for a spanner? And a bar, kind of a when it won't budge bar. So yeah, so these funny steps, but it works well. And I put these rails on there so you can catch hold of these when you're going down as well. And they're even a bracket holding them at the bottom. Look, 2 brackets there at the bottom. So I've got no electrics in there at the moment, so we've got a bit of lighting here and here, just run off an extension lead if I'm out here when it's a bit dark. Yeah, very pleased with those voices. Don't say this one. You know, these things are over 400 quid now, new, but that's a second-hand one. It cost me about 100 quid, well, 80 quid plus 20 quid carriage. But I'm really pleased with that. And this is a woodwork one. So that will go in under the edge of this. So the woodwork vise is different from this one in that it doesn't come over the top, so the jaws sit down here, so they don't protrude over the top, so you can put stuff on here without it catching the vise. But of course, if you've got a plank or anything that you want to, you know, plane or any woodwork, it's handy. And again, it's a second-hand vise. It just cost me 20 quid. It's a no-brainer. This one was a bit more, but I had to have this back. I just cannot do anything in here. I've been using this already, and it's not even bolted down yet. But the bloody thing's so heavy, it doesn't matter. But so that's it. There you go. My new workshop. I am absolutely delighted with it, as you may have deduced. Absolutely delighted with it, but it surprised me the amount of work it's taken just to get to this point, and I've got a lot more to do yet. But anyway, I'm wittering now, so I'll leave it at that. Thank you for watching, and until my next video, bye bye for now.